Customized. Today we are going to look at the steering box and possibly getting a repair kit and repairing the leak in it. Subtask to that, since we're there, the long tube header, it's really too close to the rag joint on the steering column, so we're going to address that as well. Here's the steering box. It's a 96 Jeep Grand Cherokee steering box. Why did I put that in there? I saw an article on hotrod.com, and I've seen a lot of other guys put this in here as well. It's just a cheaper way of building your car. It was only 40 bucks, and I painted it. I didn't do anything to it, but it is leaking, and it's leaking around this area, and so we got to go in there and change out some of the gaskets. To take this off, you'll need to remove this hose, and there's 3 bolts on the side. You got one there, one down there, and then one there. And that's all that's holding this in, other than the pitman arm on the linkage. And as you can see, the big spot on the ground is where it's been leaking. Every time I dropped the shaft down to adjust the wires, it was leaking. Every time I turned it, it was leaking. So it needs to be replaced. You're going to have to take off the nut right here, and then you have to get a pitman arm puller, which I do have, and pull that off. You might have to take this off right here. I'm not sure. I just wanted to pull that off, and then I'd be able to drop down the steering box after I get all that done. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, here it is. Pulled it off. Like I said, it was leaking here, and I noticed on the other side I had a lot of fluid, not a lot, but a little bit coming out of here, so there's an issue under here. I think there's like a rubber gasket that fits totally underneath this. I don't know. I've never taken these apart. I've seen a couple guys do it online, and they've all said if you don't know what you're doing, you might screw things up. I'll just say that. But the leak is actually, a lot of it's coming from here. Actually, all of it's coming from there. I'd say 99% of it. Let me think about this. I'll get right back to you. Hey, next up, we're going to go ahead and take the header off. So we got to take off the, sorry for the light, the booster, brake booster, and all this, so I can get to the header, and then we can pull it out. As you can see, I bent that tube, but I think I'm going to cut a hole and then concave it and weld it in. That way the rag joint that goes right here will be able to clear that. Because right now, I mean, it's actually touching. Oops, it's actually touching. So that is an issue we're going to go ahead and address and take care of. But like I said, I got to take off a bunch of stuff before I get to the header itself. All right. Okay, I got the long tube header out, the driver's side, and it is what it is. Anyways, this is what I plan to do, is cut out this all the way around and like that, and then kind of concave it or make it actually just flat. I know it's gonna screw with the flow, but I gotta have steering, and me beating the crap out of this, heating it up and beating the crap out of it is not working. Because it's on a bended area, that's why I'm gonna cut this out and do that. So let me be right back. All right, all done cutting. Doesn't look too bad. I gotta trim it up a little bit. I got crazy right there, but for the most part, it's fine. I'm just gonna get a flat piece, cover it up, weld it in, and then put like a half wedge on either side. That'll be fine. All right, I got my pattern cut out. Sorry for the light. Little wedges on the end, on either side. It's going to look pretty good. It's going to serve a purpose. Yeah, it'll slow the flow down, but you know what? I got to have steering. All right, there it is, all welded up. I did not do this. I'm not going to take credit for it. I took this and had somebody else do it because my welding skills aren't that great. All I have is a flux core right now. My MIG welder is down, so I had them do it. I'm going to sand it down a little bit, grind it down, and then paint it with ceramic, high heat paint, whatever, just to cover up this area. I'm not going to do the whole header. But anyways, I'll be right back. Ground it down and just threw some paint on there. It's like that 3,000 degree paint. I had it cooking a little bit for about an hour or two. I'm pretty satisfied. I just don't want it to rust. I mean, you know, but it's going to serve the purpose. I'll have my steering back and we'll go on from there. So let me work on the steering box. Be right back. All right, let's talk about the steering box. As you can see, this is not the steering box I had. This is a remanufactured steering box. I decided I did not want to dig in there and replace everything. I just want to get it done. This wasn't bad. It was 150 bucks. Remanufactured for a 96 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Same thing. The spline count's same on this shaft and where the pitman arm goes. So, yeah, anyways, that's where I'm going with this. But you know me, I'm not putting it in there like this. I need to paint this. So, I'll be right back. And we're back. Yep, painted it silver. It's a high heat paint. Also put a high heat clear on there to protect it. I stripped all the metal away and then just clear coated this. And it looks nice. It's all ready to go, so let's go ahead and install. All right, I went ahead and threw in the, but you know, I put in the headers. I forgot the torque on that. I think it's like 15. There's a couple passes. You do 11, then you go to 15 or something like that. But be careful on torquing down your header bolt or exhaust header bolts because they can snap off. I still have to hook up, you know, the hoses. I got to put the power booster in. I just wanted to show you. I got all that. I got clearance now. I got like a pinky. I get my pinky in between there, which before I was just scraping. So I think we'll be all right. So let me finish up and I'll be right back. All right, everything's back together and buttoned up. I don't think I missed anything. I do got to add more fluids and to the steering box, but that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Alien Rusting by Garage.